Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is my daughter's hair, freshly washed, and I would say about 80% dry. I'm going to be using the TGIN Curl Repair. As well, I'm going to be using the Dew Grove Mega Thick Formula Hair Oil. And then I'm going to be using my Jamaican Castor Oil for her hair. So what I'm going to be doing first is parting her hair into two halves. I am doing a hairstyle that I remember getting done as a little girl. I know people these days, or just in general, parents allow their children to wear weave. I personally don't allow my daughter to wear weave. I want her to stay my baby forever. If I don't want her to grow up just yet. So I want to be able to allow her to wear little girl hairstyles, especially the hairstyles that I used to wear when I was a little girl, for as long as possible. So today I'm going to just be doing some pigtails in her hair with some barrettes and balls. I don't know what you call them. You might call them knockers, or I've heard different clankers. I've heard different names for them. But I just wanted to bring my childhood back to me, and I also wanted to bring this to my daughter. I just wanted her to feel like a little girl. I wanted to see her as a little girl, and I'm just not. She's 7 now, but I'm just not ready for her to grow up yet. So I'm gonna try to keep her as a child for as long as I can, because I know one day she's gonna be asking for the long weave, the nails. Eventually she's gonna want makeup, and oh my gosh, she's gonna be wanting to date boys. So I'm just gonna try my best to keep her as small and my little baby for as long as possible. So pretty much what I am doing is taking this half. So I divided her hair into two halves, and then I'm taking the back half and dividing it into two halves as well. Um, for some reason, she has that hair that when you pull it in a ponytail, I mean, it looks straight when it's not in a ponytail, but then when you put it in a ponytail, it does not look straight. If you're a braider or just do hair in general, you know what I'm talking about. So it took me a hot little minute to kind of get this part together a little bit. But once I got it together, once I got that half finished or whatever, or parted out the way, then what I did was took some oil and applied it to her scalp. And I made sure to try to apply it to her scalp like throughout each section that I part off. That way I can get the moisture that I'm getting in her hair. Now, I don't know when this video is coming out or whatever, but my daughter's hair is starting to go lovely. Now, I do have to mention it is time for her ends to get clipped. And that's something she mentioned to me. She was like, it's time to get my ends clipped, because the last time I clipped them was in July, right before school. So it is time for her to get her ends clipped. So I'll try to do that soon. I was trying to like hold off for as long as I could, mainly to the end of the year, so I can have like her ends fresh for the new year. But because she mentioned it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it on her next hairstyle. That way we can continue her hair growth journey and get her hair longer than mine, and hopefully one day to her tailbone. But anyway, so what I did was I divided that section into two sections, and then I detangled each section. I did use a smaller comb. I don't know why I didn't use the brush. For one, I didn't have it in my kitchen with me. Well, my dining room. Well, I guess this is the kitchen, living room area. I didn't have it with me, so I just used the comb. I could have just easily walked to my room, into my closet, and got it, but I didn't. So I just detangled with the small comb. Now, since I have these two sections into two, I'm going to go ahead and take some rubber bands, some black rubber bands. I do not soak mine in oil, if you're wondering. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this part straight. And then once I get that together, I'm going to go ahead and take two rubber bands. I was going to use one, but then I realized I forgot last time I did this, her hair, the rubber bands kept popping. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to redo her hair every day. So I took two rubber bands and applied it to her ponytails. Each one of them has two. And then some of them I wrapped around 3 times, I believe. And then some of them I wrapped around 4. It's totally up to you. Now, on this part, I was going to twist it, but then again, I'm trying to make my life easy. I don't want to have to get up and re-comb her hair every morning because we get up like 5:50 every morning to get myself ready, herself ready, so we can get out the door. Like we get up pretty early to get out the door. So I want to make my mornings just as smooth as I can make them. So what I decided to do was go ahead and plait it into 3. That way all I have to do is put the barrettes on it every morning and change them out to whatever the color of her outfit is. So I just wanted to make my life easier. Now for some of them, I ended up doing 2 braids in each ponytail, and then for others, I eventually did 3 because that section was a little more thicker. But this is what it is looking like with just the 2 ponies. I'm going to go ahead, just the 1 pony and the 2 braids. So I'm going to go ahead and do these other sections, and then I'll come back and show you what those look like. Okay, so this is what the the back half of her head looks like. As you can see, this section was kind of thicker, so I had to put 3 braids in the ponytails. But I'm going to come and go ahead and start working on the front half of her head. I'm going to try to do one on camera. Well, I'm going to show you guys one, and then I'll come back and show you when I'm done. So here she is. This is the left side of her hair. I tried my best to get a good angle. And this whole time I was filming this video, I forgot to turn on my ring light. So natural lighting, thank you. You did a great job this day. But when I got to this side, I realized, oh, shoot. Like I don't have the ring light on. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. I'm going to go ahead and part this. She was all in this tablet this day. She did not want to keep her head up straight. I told her to put it on the counter so she could wash it, and she's like, no, I got it. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'm just applying the oil, and then I'm going to take some of my fingers and kind of rub it in there, and then I'm going to take some of the Jamaican castor oil, and like kind of rub it on her edges. Again, I'm trying to grow my baby's hair extremely long, so I'm doing what I got to do. Okay. I did not use a brush when I did this hairstyle. I just kind of used those 2 combs, and that was that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this detangled. And once I'm done detangling, I'm going to go ahead and comb it into the ponytail that I want. And then I'm going to use my 2 rubber bands. Again, I'm not using any brush or any kind of edge control. Like I just kind of want her hair to be kind of free. And for this hairstyle, I am going to grease the parts, I guess you can say. Not grease it, but oil the parts and her edges. If I have to refresh it, then I'll refresh it the night before. That way it can be, good for school the next day. I also, normally I will wash her hair every 2 weeks, but because this is a shorter hairstyle, I plan on taking this down and maybe redoing her hair into something else without washing it. I'm not sure yet, but if I do, then I'll make sure I record it. If I don't, then just know that it probably stayed like this for 2 weeks, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and braid this down, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like before I put the balls and barrettes on and show you how cute she looks. Okay, so I'm all done with all her ponytails and pigtails. These are the bows, the barrettes I'm gonna be using, and then those were the balls, I guess you can say. These things I've already had here at the house. I just never opened them and used them. Today with her outfit, I'm gonna be doing burgundy, gold, and clear barrettes and balls. Again, this can be changed out to match the outfit of the day. And I'm just wrapping them around each ponytail. I'm not doing them tight because I know I wouldn't want them tight on my head. So I'm just wrapping them around 1 or 2 times and then putting it on there. Some of them are still kind of loose, but I know they're not going anywhere. If they do, then I can just easily um, put them back on there. She's with me pretty much all the time anyway. Uh, so now I'm just going to go ahead and take a rubber band and take it, and for each ponytail I'm going to put it on the braids, and then I'm going to take the rubber band and put the barrette in the rubber band, so the rubber band and the barrette can stay on her hair, and she won't lose it at school or wherever we're at. And I'm going to do that for all of her ponytails. Like, I'm literally going to take a rubber band, wrap it around all the braids together. I'm going to take a rubber band and a barrette and put them together and close it so her barrettes can last all day and don't fall off her hair, because I don't have to go and buy a bunch of barrettes if I don't have to. You could put beads on this if you have a child, or if you don't want to be bothered with barrettes every day. You could put beads on it in the color that you prefer on their hair. That way you wouldn't have to like get up and do your hair, or not your hair, your child's hair every day. But I think it turned out so cute. I'm so glad my daughter wants to still remain a little girl right now. She hasn't mentioned that she wants weave yet, so I'm gonna keep it where she doesn't have to wear it. I am setting an example for her as well, because I really don't wear weave either. So hopefully she will always love her natural hair the way she is. I told her, don't get up yet. Let me move the chair because I want you to see it without looking first. And then this is her reaction. She's going to be so happy. She's so happy about it. She loves it. We appreciate you guys for watching. Look at her go. Get it, girl. I'm so happy she loves her hair. And we appreciate, like I said before, we appreciate you guys for watching. I'm gonna let her kind of do it. Look at her. And that's literally what she did to her hair all week, like was slinging it. Okay. This is from the side, and this is from the back, and this is the right side, and from the front again. I hope you guys like this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.